patience and divine timing has been my channeling message for today. So I would love to share what has been coming through. And when we're talking about patience, my question is, how do you be when what you wasn't? How do you be when what you want doesn't show up immediately, right? This is about patience. So we say, well, I've got to learn patience. So if you've got to learn patience, guess what happens? You're going to be given every single opportunity to learn patience, which means you're going to be put in a position where you have to develop patience. So instead of having to learn it, what if you could actually know it? What if you could shift the dialogue to knowing it rather than having to learn it? Because every time we have to learn something, the universe, God, Creator, whatever you want to say, whatever name feels appropriate for you, is going to bring you the opportunity to keep learning it. And that can get real tough and that can get real tiresome. And so the opportunity here for you is to know patience. And so how do we know patience? We have faith. And what is faith? Faith is knowing that already what you desire, what you want, is already there for you. Kind of like, in a way, it's like a big deep surrender. Surrendering to the universe, to God, surrendering to a higher force that actually knows what's in your highest and best. You know, as a human, we want and we desire, but sometimes we want it right now. How many of you have had that? Definitely me. I've wanted things to happen right now, and when they don't, it's like, well, if it hasn't happened, it can't be meant to be, or it's never going to happen. So what we want to do is cultivate an essence of faith to truly know and trust that the higher realms, universe, God, knows what you want, knows what you need, and through divine timing knows when the best and most appropriate time for the manifestation that you desire to land. For instance, you want to have the most beautiful soulmate relationship, and you've perhaps just come out of one 6 months ago, and that was hard, and it was a struggle, and there might have been abuse, there might have been codependency there, and you might have lost yourself in relationship. But you want to be in a relationship, so you desire one, and you're calling it in, but it's just not happening quick enough. What if your need to want it right now was the very thing that was getting in the way? You see, because from the old relationship, there'll be patterns of belief that need to be shifted, resolved, changed, released, maybe even deleted. And so if you don't do that in a work, you're just going to continue to keep calling in what it is that you need to keep learning, the patience, right? So what we want to do is to know what we need, is to know and to surrender that to a higher force. I call it God. It feels fine for me to say that. But if you want to put another name on that, please do so. So what else did I receive? When we can trust in the divine timing, we truly get to be grateful in every single moment. And it's in the moment of the moment to moment to moment that we get to choose who we are. We get to look at our patterns. We get to look at our beliefs. If something's not working for you, it's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's that it's an invitation to level up. It's an invitation to upgrade. It's an invitation to put to rest those patterns and beliefs and programs that just don't work for you anymore. They might be deeply ingrained in how you be because you've been doing it for a long time and it's worked in the past, but it's not going to keep working for you. So the invitation here is to truly trust into the universe. Okay, what else did I receive? We've been guided to open our faith of knowing that God already knows what you need and when the perfect timing of that will be. How can you trust more today that the universe, that God has you in her mind and her heart and her love and his mind, his heart and his love, the creator of all that is, and already knows what you need and already has placed inside you everything that you need to be able to work on that, to develop that, to heal that part of you that's in the way of you not receiving that. When you have a desire to create or manifest, that's because it's already there for you. It's like, it's not that life is set in concrete. You still have choice. The key here is to know that by ourselves we can't make anything happen, right? We don't have to be an island. We don't have to separate ourselves and keep ourselves separate. if you push too hard for something to happen before everything is aligned behind the scenes, it's a divine timing, you're going to find that you have nothing to fall back on. Divine timing makes sure that everything that you need and everything that you need to recognize can be there for you, so that you know when to recognize it, how to recognize it, how to receive it, and how to totally have the faith and the trust that what you desire already is there for you. As humans, we believe that we know best, right? We do. Often we do that. And so the invitation here is to let that go, rise a bit higher, really trust in the God in you, trust in the good in you, trust that you can have what you desire. Keep your focus, keep your faith on that which you wish to manifest, and trust that everything is working out behind the scenes. Have the faith that you've asked once. You don't need to keep asking. You just ask one time. The universe hears that. We change that pattern of being able to manifest when we go, oh, it's not happening, it's taking too long, why isn't it happening already now? So if we don't keep questioning it, and if we stay in our power by being in the moment, if we stay in trust, stay in faith, stay knowing the good of you, stay listening to what it is that's propelling you forward, that passion, that little pull that is telling you what the life has for you, because you can't manifest what you don't have inside you. So if you're feeling the pull towards something, it's because there's a desire in there that really wants to come out, and then let it go, trust, ask for it, and then trust, and let it unfold for you, let it happen for you. A little example, I wanted to have a clinic on my section. I wanted to have my own clinic space, and I was asking so many times, and I'd look at this option and that option, and it just didn't happen. It kept falling through. And then, so I just kind of let it go. It was like, okay, I've asked, I've got to let it go. It's not happening. So I let it go, and I was driving past this place by Bell Block, and I happened to have a look in where all these homes were relocated, and I could see this little space there. There was this little clinic. And something inside of me said, stop and go in and have a look. So I did that, and I went in and had a look, and it was absolutely perfect for what I needed. Now, this was 3 years later from my desire of asking for this. When you totally trust, and when you know it's going to come, because it was perfect for my land, it was the perfect price. I think I had $33,000. It cost me $22,000 to purchase it and have it moved on to the section, and then I had $10,000 to do the clinic up, which was perfect. It came down to the cent, but I had exactly the right amount of money. Now, isn't that amazing how that happened? If I had pushed and tried to get something sooner than that, it just doesn't work out. So trust, when things aren't happening for you, there's a bigger picture here. If things aren't happening for you, it's because God's got something way better in store that you just can't see just yet. So stay in your faith, keep cultivating that patience, and all will be revealed to you in divine timing. Have a gorgeous day. I hope you receive something out of this. Let me know in the comments how you relate, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.